Comedy, action, or horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's Reviews. Thirst trap. What else would you want to wash down your popcorn with? That's good. Thirst trap. The Bear. Everyone knows about. Everyone's watched it. Maybe. If they haven't, they will after this. It's a banger.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone about it.
It's a banger, dude. 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this guy who's like, I think he's like a world-renowned chef. And his brother commits suicide. So he comes home for the funeral, and the sandwich shop, the restaurant, this little like hole in the wall really, gets left to him, and he wants to transform it into something great.
So this was like the family business, that is. Was it the family business, or did his brother open it up?
I think his brother opened it up, but it sounds like, I think you kind of find out that they used to cook together, and like Kami, the main character, he felt some type of way that his brother never asked him to go into business with him. But yeah, I don't want to give too many plot points away, but just the level of anxiety that they hit you with in the scenes in the kitchen.
Oh, it's chaos, man.
Yeah, the fast cuts, the music, the volume of the dialogue, the volume of the activity. They've got the sizzling and the chopping and all that, and it's just like it's all in your head. Have you ever worked in like a food?
No, I've never done it, and while I was watching this show, I just felt sorry for everyone that has. Or
does. I've only worked in like pubs where it's not as intense, but like behind that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that brought me back. Right. I don't think it happens everywhere, but because at one of the pubs I worked at, no one did that shit. But one of them.
So just in like well-run kitchens.
Probably, yeah. So behind, and I started saying behind at home, and Rach shut that shit down. ASAP, dude. She wasn't having it.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. But
did chefs make you call them chef?
I don't know if I ever met a chef, man.
Okay.
I think I saw him. I always worked at the bar. So I would get like, I don't even remember how we got notified. I think there's maybe a bell ding when something was ready, and you just go grab it and take it to whatever table number. So I didn't have shit to do with the chefs. We had dishwashers who were absolute stoners at both pubs that I worked at. Like,
sounds about right based on everyone I know that's ever been a dishy.
Yeah, absolute potheads. So that was fun. Yeah, dude, I just thought the level of the way they were able to build the anxiety, the character development for almost every character, except the African guy. I know he went at one stage. I don't want to ruin anything. I don't think it does ruin anything. He goes and gets culinary classes.
Yeah, he was a bit apprehensive about it at first.
Yeah, but they didn't really close that loop, I didn't think.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibra. Yeah, that was really the only character that I felt like I didn't know after 2 seasons.
Yeah, apart from a few like ancillary characters, he was out of the main ones.
Yeah.
He was the one that was the least developed for sure.
Like even the sister kind of comes in, I don't know if she comes in late, but you don't see a lot of her early. And you feel like you kind of know her shit towards the end of the second season. Kami, obviously, I forget the black girl's name, but obviously her.
Sydney.
The black guy, the pastry chef.
What's his name? Oh, Marcus.
Yeah. And the Latina lady, she was such a cunt at the start, and then
Tina.
Tina the Latina, and she was an absolute. She ended up being such a sweetheart. Oh, and cousin.
Oh,
Richie. His character arc is so lit, dude. Oh, one of my favorite episodes is the one where he goes on work experience. Oh, dude, I went from being so frustrated by him to like fully understanding everything about him and identifying with it. Like, it was so good.
Yeah.
No,
he's a really good character.
Yeah, dude. What are your thoughts?
We loved it, man.
Yeah.
Like we binged the 2 seasons within like 4 days, I reckon.
Yeah, us too.
We couldn't stop watching this show.
We had one, I think I told you, we had one night where we had 2 episodes left. And we watched the first one and we were like, nah, we got to wait till tomorrow. Because we didn't know what we got to do afterwards, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, it was so good. And I just can't wait until they've greenlit season 3. Well, not greenlit. I think it's ready to go. It's getting released end of the month. So
awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. I gave it a 9, dude.
I think that's fair, man. So,
yeah.
I haven't thought too much about the rating, but yeah, it was up there for me. Like, loved this show, so probably in like the 8 sort of range, 8.5.
Yeah. What did you think of Sydney when she first sort of comes in and she's super ambitious. She's trying to prove herself. She's trying to make changes in the restaurant, like before anyone even knows it. What were your initial thoughts of her, and did they change?
I kind of always liked her character. Like, I liked her ambition. And that she didn't want to just settle for mediocre. Like, she could have sounded like she could have worked somewhere else, but probably would have had a lesser role.
And she knew who Kami was, and she wanted to work with him. Yeah, that's sort of what made me realize he was famous. Oh, and there was a book. I think Marcus saw a book, back in the kitchen, and he was just like, "Whoa." Because I think,
is that when he realised, or was it when he was overseas working with that dude on like desserts?
No, it was before that, because there was I can't remember exactly what happened, but Kami was either teaching him something, and he goes, "You can throw down, huh?" And Kami, did the typical, like, just didn't answer him.
Yeah.
He does a lot of that, which is frustrating because I just don't think anyone in real life does that. If anyone did, I wish there's a million times a day I wish I could do that shit, but I think I like lose my job. I don't think you're good at comedy if you just stand up there not talking. I'd lose my girlfriend. You can't do that shit, but he does it all the time. But the one thing I just thought was super funny for the whole time, and I know it's a real thing, but just the urgency in a kitchen. You can't lose a minute. You can't lose a second where everyone's screaming at each other. There's one episode where Kami loses his absolute shit. And I just thought, this is also someone gets their sandwich quickly.
Yeah, like when they were planning out the kitchen redevelopment.
Yeah.
that scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Like how many takes to perfect it. It was... Yeah, it's just something you'd never think about.
Never. Like this has to be here and this has to be here. Can I get this? Can I get through these 3 stations in 7 seconds? Type of thing. And it's like, don't you think, what job do you think actually needs that level of urgency? Because I just don't think food is it.
The more I think about it, it might be food.
What about hospitals, bro? Do you think a doctor can call people cunts if he's gonna save someone's life, and they're like taking too long to get him the scalpel or something? He's like, scalpel, cunt, scalpel. Like
you want a sense of urgency in a hospital, but also not that. Like you also want them to take their time.
You want them to be like somewhat calm.
Yeah. Like if someone,
you don't want someone's blood boiling while they're like cutting you open.
If someone miscuts your cucumber, you're still gonna eat the sandwich.
Yeah, that's true. It's not going to taste different.
Yeah.
But like, if someone miscuts a cucumber, they probably throw it out as well because they want a Michelin star too. Remember, so everything's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, when it was.
Have you seen the? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say when it was a sandwich joint, probably didn't matter so much.
Yeah.
But when they were trying to level up, then everything needs to be on point.
Have you seen the trailer for the new season?
Nah, dude. When I finished this, I jumped on Google straight away to find out if there was a season 3. Saw there was, but I haven't seen a trailer or anything. Yeah,
so I think the next season is like about precision or something. So they're like, they've got the tweezers and stuff. Like, you know how Marcus was doing it at when he went to Amsterdam, or where was it? Copenhagen.
Denmark?
Yeah. Yep. And like they're using tweezers to put the garnish on top of the food and all that type of shit. So I think that's like the overarching theme of the next season.
Okay, real fine dining.
Yeah. What's the most like elite meal experience you've had? Both quality of food, but also just the experience.
Oh man, I'm pretty basic and poor. I don't really do too much fine dining, but there's a few joints around Adelaide that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. Like I love going to Golden Boy.
Yeah, like I just went there for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. It was like it doesn't. I go there at least once a year, and I just don't get sick of it.
Yeah, same. Oh, I mean, yeah, probably once a year as well.
Yeah,
love it every time. Mrs. Q.
Oh, what's that one?
It's on Goodger Street.
Okay, haven't done that one.
Upstairs joint, really nice. And there was a place I told you about the other week that we went to. Forgot the name of it.
Loma?
Something like that. I don't think
Luma. Yeah.
Yeah,
Loma is a boxer.
Yeah, Luma. That was really nice.
Yeah.
How about you?
Dude, Penfolds in the tunnels. As far as I'm aware, it's generally like a corporate sort of experience. Like I think the tables, as far as I've been told, I think it's like 10 grand a table. But a friend of mine does some work for them. So for his birthday, we got to go and eat down there. And the food was like not the best food I've ever had in the world. Like it was great food, don't get me wrong. But like chin chin, sake, Golden Boy I probably have above it.
Okay.
Different type, like those three places were all Asian, what I just said, and this was not Asian at all. So maybe it's just my preference of food, but like the experience being down there alone, it was I think 8 of us, maybe 10 of us, and just like they come out and they break the food down to you like when you're doing wine tasting. Like this is how you eat it, this is why you eat it that way, this is the sensations and the flavors and
yeah, right.
Yeah, it was elite, man. It was fire. And I think like just knowing that it's more of a like a corporate sort of situation where you like a business would pay for it rather than an individual, knowing that I may not ever do that again, sort of like really I appreciated the fuck out of it.
Yeah, okay. I might need to suggest this for the Christmas lunch this year at work.
Yeah.
Won't hold my breath on that one.
Dude, some of the Christmas lunches that I hear from people, dude. One of my friends, man, works for a company where they've got it's underground parking, but it's open. Like, it's not actually well, it's underground, but it's not closed in.
Like you can just peer onto the footpath. Kind of.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like they would probably be at risk of like homeless staying there every single night. My old building had the same thing.
A lot of those joints on Green Hill Road, that type.
He does work on Green Hill Road, and he had their Christmas thing was after hours barbecue, so they didn't even give him a little time off work. They had a fucking barbecue underneath the building, dude. Oh. For like 30 minutes, and then everyone went home. That was their Christmas party. I'm like,
that's
damn,
so
dude.
Crazy. What industry is that?
I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, okay. I think that's a dead giveaway. But it's crazy, right? There's only a few brands in this industry, and they're all very well known. So it's only a small choice.
I want to know though, so you can let me know if it.
I will. I'll just make a note because I'll forget. I forget every time we say we'll do it off air.
We never do.
Yeah.
Fine dining though. I wanted to ask: have you ever been to Botanic Restaurant?
Yes, dude. Yeah, I've heard
sick. So many good things about it. Never been.
Yeah. Now since I've been, I think they've renovated, but I believe that everything is from SA.
Okay.
All like SA beef, chicken, botanics, everything. So that's cool too. I like that.
What's the cuisine there? Is it Australian?
I think so. Yeah, like
I want to say someone ate crocodile there, but I didn't think we had crocodiles here in SA, unless it's all like Australian sourced. Maybe for more exotic things like that, they have to go into state.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's just not wild crocodile.
Okay.
I guess like the cattle wouldn't be wild, you know, so it could be like maybe there's a croc farm somewhere. I saw one at the zoo. And the zoo's just there.
So fresh.
Yeah, that place is elite too. Recommend.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, SA's got some bangers, dude. Especially like Taste Australia. I think that's just finished recently. Or Taste South Australia?
Tasting Australia.
Tasting Australia. There's usually some banging shit there. We didn't do anything for it this year, but
that didn't go at all this year.
Cost of living, man.
That's it, dude. We're in the crunch.
Yeah, but I cannot recommend the Bear highly enough. I can't. Well, I can because 9 is as high as I recommend it.
It's pretty high.
Yeah. Why isn't it a 10? Good question.
Yeah, it is a really good question. Why isn't it a 10?
It's just a good question, isn't it? Could I give it a 10? Am I going to change my tune here at the end of the episode?
Yeah, what didn't you like about this show?
I think there was like, if I'm being picky, some of the storyline in terms of like getting the money through that, I don't know if it's their uncle or the friend of their father or something, who kind of seems like he's in the underworld, but maybe not. He's just like a rich businessman.
Yeah. Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy, yeah. That kind of storyline just, I felt like it didn't really ever explain itself. But the scene at Uncle Jimmy's house where all the kids went to sleep, dude.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a banger. And this old man sees Kami there. He's like, Kami? He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought you killed yourself. Yeah. He's like, no, sir, that was my brother. And it's like such a dark conversation, but that was such a funny, that was like genius. So like, some people say it's not a comedy because I think it was winning a bunch of comedy awards at like the Grammys. I mean, not Grammys, Emmys and shit.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't call that a comedy, that show. There were funny moments, but
yeah,
it did not feel like a comedy.
No, it's definitely more so drama, but funny moments. But what doesn't have funny moments? There's always something in a movie that makes me laugh. Like there's this movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't remember the name of the movie, but he's so serious. He's always serious. He's gonna kick somebody's ass so fucking art. And
that was good.
And he's in like a street fight and he's got a mullet, so it might be like an 80s movie. It might have been before my time, but he's in like a street fight and he's getting ready, he's getting prepared, and he's wearing a trenchy and he sort of brushes the trenchy aside like he's exposing a pistol, but he's just exposing his leg. That he's going to kick someone with. And it's like such a serious moment, but it makes me piss my fucking pants, man. And I can only imagine like the director like giving that instruction in earnest. Like, like every movie has funny bits, horror films, thrillers. But yeah, this was winning comedy awards.
I've been still watching The Walking Dead. Found another spin-off series to watch.
Wow.
And I'm just trying to think. I don't think I've ever laughed while watching it.
Okay. Surely there's like some funny zombie kills or something.
Yeah, there's some humorous zombie kills. I don't know. Maybe I got a shit sense of humor, so I just don't laugh at them. But
I laughed at Rick all the time because I felt like he would gradually take the piss out of the way he was saying Carl.
So did you know Rick's like
British? Yeah, he's in Love Actually.
Blew my mind. I was watching some it's like the lead up to his spin-off series, and it was like him being interviewed and just speaking in fluent British.
Fluent British is fucking crazy, bro.
It fucking blew my mind, man. Had no idea, but makes sense why he says Carl. Like,
Yeah.
just couldn't nail it.
Coral. Yeah, man. Well, why isn't it a 10? I don't know if I can answer the question. Maybe it is. Maybe
we'll see after season 3.
Maybe I'll give it you know what? 9.5. There we go.
Done.
9.5. I've just given it an extra 0.5. Are you still at 8.5? What didn't you like about it?
No, that's a good question. Yeah. No, it was really good, man. I think I've gone up to 9 now.
Okay.
After not being able to answer that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and enjoyed every aspect of this show.
Yeah. Yeah. They even got they even squeezed a love interest in there.
Yeah, keen to see how that plays out.
After what he did. Yeah. They made it sound like he cheated on her or something, but he doesn't. So there you go. Spoiler alert. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Go watch The Bear if you haven't already. If you have, watch it again. It's that good. 9.5. Love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. And as always, bung bung.
Sensational.